Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Marty McFly. I'm coming to you guys with another video for today. So for today, guys, this is going to be my highest anticipated and best video that I'm going to put out for you guys this year because it is on a shoe that is my favorite shoe of all time. To me, the perfect shoe that was ever created, other than probably the Concord 11s. But let's just get right into it, guys. Bam. I am not gonna waste time with y'all today because we already know what these is. We know what these are. We already know what we dealing with right here. I have to tell you guys that this was one of the easiest / one of the best releases that Jordan Brand has done this year. And I'm gonna be honest, I think this one, the hype was already like how would I say this? This lived up to a hype. I think one of the shoes that if we had to agree that exceeded hype was the Black Metallic 5s. That being said, guys, look, you got to give it to Jordan Brand and Nike. They did their thing with this release. Let me show you guys the other shoe. So I ended up getting my first W actually from DTLR. So shout out to DTLR. You guys always come through for me, for real. Like, I'm not, when I say they for the streets, they definitely, you know, they're for the streets. And I don't mean that in a negative way, like how we say it with women, but I mean they're definitely, you know, one of the very few shoe stores that I feel like they actually do, like, probably, I'm not saying they don't backdoor because everybody does, but they probably do the least amount of backdooring compared to like Foot Lockers. Because Foot Lockers, I feel like, we're not gonna get into it, but so I was actually, funny story, and by the way, guys, we'll do a comparison. It's gonna be coming very quickly, but funny enough, I actually wanted a second pair because in reality, in total, I wanted to get a third pair, to be real. I did not try on sneakers, and the reason why is because I just know how sneakers app is in these type of releases, especially when it's Leo drops for hype release like this. They're usually a mess. So I didn't want to go with the headache of doing it. So I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even try to get my second pair off that way. But I ended up going with a friend of mine to a Taco Bell, and little did I know that there was a Hibbett Sports there. And when I walked to that Hibbett Sports, I did not know I was walking into my second pair when I went in there. So of course, I asked the cashier, I told the guy, I'm like, yo, like, dumb question. It was already like 3 p.m. By the way, it's Eastern Standard Time in my time. So it was at 3 p.m. So I told the guy, like, yo, like, this is a dumb question, but by any chance you guys have any more of the white cements, you know, possibly like a size 11? The guy said, oh, the only sizes that we got right now are a 15, an 11, and an 8. So of course, I asked the guy, let me get it. And I asked him, just in case I might wanted that third, I asked him if that was the only size 11 they had, and he said yes. And what was crazier was that when I went to go pay for it, literally as I was handing my card to the cashier, or about to, my bad, like tap my card, whatever, dude, someone literally had called in for that size 11. And I heard the guy speaking over the phone. It's like, oh no, yeah, that's it, no more size 11s. Literally, I got the last size 11, and all that the store had left was, I think, the size 8 and a 15, which that 15 was probably gonna stay there for quite a bit. So guys, I ended up getting my second pair, literally clutch. I was Jalen Brunson in the clutch when I got my second pair. I will show you guys that second pair, but this is the first pair that I got from DTLR. So we're gonna get into the comparison. Again, it's not gonna be nothing crazy. I'm gonna show you guys first the box of the one that just came out. Here's the box, it's the OG box. As far as like the insides, oh, here's the receipt, DTLR. The inside is the same as any other Jordan 4, so there was nothing really major about that. Now this right here is the 2016 pair. It is a size 12 because for some reason the pairs from 2016 ran super small, and they ran really snug, like on the pinky toe area, so I always had to go a size up. So these are size 12, which is 2 sizes up, which they fit me perfect, to be real, which is crazy. But I'm gonna get you guys the pair right now. Bam, guys, here you guys go. This is my 2016 pair, and to be more specific, this is the last 2016 pair that I have. You guys are probably not gonna believe me, but this shoe is such a favorite to me. Again, this is to me the perfect shoe of all time. To me, this is my favorite shoe of all time. This, I've actually gone through 10 pairs, if not around 9 to 8 pairs. I think it's actually 10 of this exact model. And when I mean the year 2016, because I actually used to have, I think, like 2 to 3 pairs of the 2012, but once these came out, I didn't care about the 2012, so I sold them. But yes, guys, this is the 2016, and I have gone through around 10 pairs. I think possibly this is the most shoes I've ever like had multiples of. I think the second closest is probably Bred Ones, because I've had a lot of pair of Bred Ones in my lifetime. But nothing beats this classic, the White Cement Force. Guys, I'm so sorry, it's so bright outside right now. So I'm gonna try my best to see how I can do this review. So I'm gonna try to get one of the shoes. I'm gonna get the left one for the 2025. So I'm gonna try my best to give you guys right now a light. So this right here, that is on my left hand, which is your right, and my right, that's your left. This is the 2025, and this is the 2016. As you guys can see, the tabs, there is definitely a difference when it comes to the actual color and the speckling. If you actually see the Nike Air on the 2016, again, this is just to my eye, but I feel like the Nike Air on the 2016 is actually a bit bigger, which, not gonna lie, looks a little bit better to me. But I think they're both clean. I think they made this one a little more tighter and a little smaller to make it look a little more neat, or I guess more uniform, but that's how it's looking to me. And to be real, guys, I'm just gonna be honest. I feel like the speckling on the 2016 actually looks better in my opinion. It is nice on the 2025, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the speckling and the color of like the gray, I don't know if it's just me, guys. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like the gray that they used on the 2016 is actually closer to like the 1999s. And I feel like the gray that they're using here on the 2025, which I feel like it is closer to the OG. I feel like it's like a slightly darker gray. Again, maybe it's just probably me. No, actually it is. So, guys, I'm sorry, because it's so bright right now outside of my room. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch that. I don't know if I can color match it, but again, 2025, 2016. This one, again, the 2025 is just ever so slightly darker, but you can notice it in person. And the height is definitely a little different. This one is it's slightly like taller, for sure, as far as like the shape. And as far as like the shape on the toe, we already know this one reigns supreme, because it's definitely closer to the 1999 and the 1989s. As you guys know, because tooling is based on the OGs. Definitely the shape on the 2016, definitely I would say is lackluster. It definitely has more of a like kind of a banana shape a little bit in my eyes. But I will say that the leather on the 2016 is way nicer, or not nicer, but softer. I don't know why people on the internet right now, they're saying that there's some people out there that, again, to me is ridiculous. They're saying that this leather is cheap and it's not good. Guys, I don't know. Again, I feel like everybody now, again, I'm not saying I'm a leather expert, but I've dealt with a lot of material, especially leathers, because I'm into fashion and all that. So I deal with, like, I've gone through a lot of places of studying leathers and studying certain materials, you know, for fabrics and all that. For you guys that don't know, a lot of nice leathers and expensive leathers are actually not soft. They're very rough, or not should I say rough, but they're very stiff. If you guys see the leather that are on dress shoes, a lot of them are not soft. A lot of them are really tough, or should I say like very stiff. And you have to break into them, and they tend to be very thick. And this leather right here, actually, it's not that thick, to be quite honest. They almost seem like they're both kind of the same like thickness, to be honest with you. But I don't think this is an inferior leather, and I don't think this is a superior leather. It just feels nicer and it looks nicer, to be quite real with y'all. But that being said, I know that these are definitely gonna break in pretty well, and these are probably gonna last longer as far as like holding its shape and them being able to, you know, like maintain their figure. But man, again, I can't hate on either of these. I love both because they both have things that I like. Of course, I still think that, in my opinion, this is the superior pair. You know, because of shape and also because of the way that they're so close to the OGs. So I personally, I love these better. But I'm not hating on 2016s. For those that say, oh, I prefer the 2016 over the 2025, look, I'm not even gonna debate you. If that's your, you know, if you like it, I love it. But yeah, guys, as far as like the Nike Air, as you can see is actually way bigger on the 2016. I don't think I can, I'm gonna see if I can see it from the other one. I don't think it's gonna be able to show really well. Oh, actually it does. So you guys can see right there the Nike Air on the 2025. It is definitely there and it's smaller. It's not as quite as big as the 2016. And also the 2025 has that little copyright thing, like the little R on the corner of the Nike, which is more true to the OGs as well, for the copyright of Nike. But yeah, guys. Oh, and as far as the bottoms, hold on, let me look at the bottoms. This is the bottoms, 2025. This one right here is a 2016. They are worn, even though it doesn't look on camera, but they're worn. Even though they're super clean, but they're definitely worn. I don't know if the camera is kind of making them look cleaner than in real life. But yeah, guys, honestly, there's not really much of a difference, honestly, on the bottoms. Maybe, I don't know. I think there's no difference, honestly. I think these just look a little brighter, the 2025s, because they're brand new. But that's it. Honestly, guys, the bottoms are pretty much the same. But yeah, guys, there's not really a lot of differences, to be quite honest, between the 2016, again, this is 2016, and the 2025, as far as like, if you look at them from far away, people are not really gonna notice. But yeah, definitely you can see a difference in shape. And again, I think they definitely perfected the shape, you know, on the recent retro, which is the 2025. And oh yeah, and another difference is that the box, again, it's not gonna matter, but the box on the 2016 is definitely a little lighter. I feel like the 2025 box is a little more sturdy, more heavier. That's it. But guys, I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, which one do you guys prefer? Again, I got to be, again, it might be nostalgia, it might be the, you know, the OG sneakerhead in me, but I'm just feeling the 2025 just slightly more. Again, I'm not hating on these because now this one's gonna be worn to the ground. This 2016 pair will be worn to the ground now. I actually been trying to preserve it for a very long time. And this is my last pair. Again, I probably have gone through like 10 pairs of these, man. This might be either my 10th pair, my 11th pair, my 9th pair, I don't know. But this is a shoe that I've probably purchased the most. It's kind of insane, but it's true. This is the shoe that I've had the most in my entire lifetime, other than the Bred ones. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys do. Like, how much did you cop? Again, I was, you know, I thank God I was blessed enough to get 2 pairs of the new ones, and now I have 3 pairs of the white cement 4s. I will beat down these 2016s. Unfortunately, these will be now put through the you know, the torture chamber. But yeah, guys, let me know. And I'm not gonna lie, my 2016 pair, even netting is still pretty decent. You can't see in the camera, but there is some light yellowing going on, a little bit, very lightly, which I'm very shocked. They've actually been preserved pretty well, not gonna lie. But it looks like this one, even the netting is a little different. Again, I'm sorry, guys, this is gonna be the last thing I say. Even the netting is a little bit different. I think this one's gonna preserve better because it looks like they painted the actual netting white. It looks like they've been sprayed on, so I think this one actually might do better as far as aging. But let's see. But that being said, guys, let me know what you think. This again is Marty McFly. Have a good one.